Hey guys, welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I'm sitting down and filming a good old-fashioned skincare empties video. I love watching empties content here on YouTube because I think whilst first impressions are amazing and I always have my fangirl moment with new products, I think the real merit of the product is in the benefits it gives in the long term. Using up the product to the very last drop and then sharing experiences, which is kind of what today's video is all about. I'm also going to try and do it in one take because I've noticed on YouTube, I don't know if you guys have too, that there seems to be an increase in the number of like jump cuts and stuff in everyone's videos, and that really bugs me. So I thought, let's try doing all of this in a bit more casual, chatty and chill style and see if I can do it with one take right through to the very end. Now, all the products I mentioned in today's video, I will leave links to in the description box below in case you didn't get the name of them, don't know how to spell them and all of that good stuff. So yeah, they're there for your convenience, and I have genuinely used them all down to the very last drop. I don't know where to start. We're going to talk about the favourites and fails, products I'm going to repurchase, those that I'm going to avoid, and I guess the first one is this. So this is the Bondi Sands Sunny Days Hydrating Sunscreen. And I bought this because it was on offer at Boots, and I've been wanting to try things from Bondi Sands for some time, and I get the impression that I might just have picked the wrong product to kickstart my, trial of this brand with. I hated this. Everything about it I hated. It balled up, so if you dare to put it on any other skincare, it balls up and it just doesn't apply well. It had a really odd hue. It's a mineral sunscreen and it's tinted to kind of offset any white cast, but it definitely didn't work for my skin tone. And looking at it more closely, I don't know whose skin tone it actually would work for. For me, lots wrong with this. It wasn't expensive at least, so I didn't waste a whole lot of money, but this is a product that I struggled to get through to the last drop of, and I definitely won't be repurchasing. It's kind of put me off Bondi Sands completely. So let me know, are there any of their products that you guys genuinely love and use day in, day out that you'd recommend? Because I don't want to I don't want to write off a whole brand based on one failed product experience. So I do want to try some more. So let me know, do you guys recommend anything from the brand? You guys know I love Hylamide. So Hylamide were one of my go-to skincare brands, and then Decium, owners of The Ordinary, Neod and Hylamide, discontinued the line probably about a year ago, but they were selling through their old stock. So I, for the longest time, have been raving about this. This is a Hylamide Sub-Q Skin. Now, I finally ran out of my last drop of this, and when I heard that they were being discontinued, I ordered like 12 and I've been working my way through them, and I got through to the last drop of the last bottle. Now, I did have a quick look online to see, could I be lucky? Will there be any, restock going on? And there was. So I did actually put an extra 4 on order of this. I am going to have to wean myself off it and, stop repurchasing it, find some alternatives. And I have, I love the Skin 1004 Pore Minimizing Ampule, one of my favourite peptide serums, and I captured some more info about that in a video, which I'll link up there. Really enjoy that product, but still just everything draws me back to the Hylamide Sub-Q Skin. Now, it is still in stock in certain territories, so I've linked it in the description box below. It's worth checking out. What you'll need to do is use that link, scroll to the bottom of the page where it'll say you can choose your country, check your location, and then it'll tell you whether there is any stock wherever in the world you are. But it is 50% off, which is kind of why I put another 4 on order. So don't judge me too much for that. It seems like to be the longest drawn out discontinuation in skincare history, but the products are really good. Another product that I've run out of is this, the Hylamide HA Blur. Great if you can, mattifies any sunscreen down. So put your sunscreen on, super warm here in the UK today, and I know by like midday, whatever sunscreen I use, it'll come across as a little bit greasy in the T-zone. Not a problem if you've got this. Put your sunscreen on, put a little layer of this on top, and honestly, it is so good. Mattifies everything down and keeps you matte all day long. I covered this in a bit more detail in a shorts video, which again, I'll link up there. This though, I am saying goodbye to because it is gone for good here in the UK. It is available in some countries, I believe, but here in the UK, gone, never to be seen again. And that's a real shame because I love it. So I am going to be looking out for another mattifying primer that I can kind of use for that same sunscreen hack. Now that I can't get my hands on this, there's probably like 2 uses left in this tube. I'll use it and then I'll say goodbye. Now, let's see eye creams. Let's do eye creams. Sorry, I got a cat hair there. If anyone that's watched this channel on a regular basis knows, I film with my cats in the room 90% of the time, and the hair one of the main reasons why there's any cuts in my videos is because I'm usually fighting with a cat hair. So 2 eye creams from the same brand, both Revolution Skincare. This is their Miracle Eye Cream and this is their Pigmentation Correcting Eye Cream. I can't tell which I like the best. So I love both products. I recommend both products and I think they're great. I just can't decide which one to repurchase. So this one has literally gone. There is nothing left in that pot. And I think it's great. The pigmentation was great if you've got dark circles and discoloration, because it'll just help to, even everything out. And it does a light color correction, whilst in the long term also helping to minimize that discoloration in the first place. So short-term gains, long-term wins, which is why for £6, this is great. The Miracle Eye Cream is supposed to be like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury eye cream, and it definitely is. But I'd say it's more on the hydrating, anti-aging rather than the pigment correcting. So it really depends what you're trying to tackle as to which one you should go for. At the moment, I think I'm more concerned with dark circles and discoloration, not getting quite enough sleep at the moment. So I think I'm going to put a couple of bottles of this one, the pigmentation one, on order, but both of them are absolute holy grails. So I've got a couple of luxury skincare items that we're going to talk about, and let's work out whether I'm going to repurchase any of them. So these are my luxury finds. Let's start with this. This is the Event Physio Lift. This is their Retinal. I'm not repurchasing it, but it is one of my favourites. The reason I'm not repurchasing is I just like the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game 10, same strength, same great formulation, fraction of the cost. This one, I also bought the fragranced version of this. Wouldn't recommend it. It's so potent, so overwhelming. So if you like the Event Retinal, get the fragrance-free version. Don't get the fragrance-scented one because it's like... It's like mothballs. It's too much. So yeah, I won't be repurchasing this one. I'm going to stick with the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game 10, which I will also link below. But there's nothing wrong with the product. It's just here in the UK, this is more expensive than Geek and Gorgeous. I didn't like the scent, and I'm just the ultimate Geek and Gorgeous fangirl, so I like to stick with the brand where I can. For the same reason, this is the Medicate Crystal Retinal 10, another retinal and anti-aging serum that I always recommend. But for me, it's just a little bit too pricey. I think the Retinal 10 is like £100. Why would I pay that when Geek and Gorgeous is like £14? Now, this, I do think the formulation is slightly better than Geek and Gorgeous. It's more hydrating, it feels better on the skin. But when it costs like 8 times the price, we don't have budgets for that. If you've got Kim Kardashian money and you want a nicer application, then the Medicate Retinal 10, great option. If you're trying to do things on a budget, you want great anti-aging results, but you don't want to break the bank, just stick with the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game 10, to be honest. I think that just works a little bit better for me. 2 products from Allies of Skin. Allies of Skin are the brand that I try so hard to hate because of the price point, but just find that they work flawlessly for my skin. Every product I've tried from them just delivers. And the vitamin C, gorgeous, packed full of glutathione too, so it gets rid of hyperpigmentation super quick. I love their Retinal for the evening. They do a blemish boosting treatment. All of them just work really well. These are the 2 that I finished. So this is the Molecular Silk Amino Hydrating Cleanser, and this is the Molecular Barrier Recovery Cream Balm. So I thought before sitting down and filming this, what am I going to do? Repurchase or move away from? And I decided, I made a call. I'm repurchasing the Molecular Silk Amino Hydrating Cleanser because I love it. On those days where I want to be a bit bougie, I want to feel a bit spa-like at home, I want a treat, this is my go-to product. It feels so luxurious, and there's a tiny amount. Let me just see if I can get a tiny amount out of this and squeeze. Yeah, I don't know if you can even pick that up, there's so little there. But you can see it goes on. You need probably double this amount to do an effective cleanse. It just glides onto the skin. It's like a balm gel. It's just perfection. It is just perfection. I love it. It's fragrance free, but it actually smells, because some of the extracts in there, almost a bit fruity, which I love, but no artificial fragrance. And yeah, it's packed full of silk amino acids to hydrate. You've got some great oils in here, and you've got green and white tea extracts for antioxidants. Yeah. It's also, fortunately, the cheapest product that Allies of Skin do, so I feel less bad buying it. When it comes to the Molecular Barrier Recovery Cream, game-changing if you're starting a retinoid. So if you're about to start your retinol, retinal, or tretinoin journey, buy this. Because one tube of it, just used for the first like 2 or 3 weeks of that journey, will make everything so much smoother. Less irritation, less redness, less peeling. It's like a game changer when you're starting retinoids. And I use this when I increase the strength of the retinoid I was using. and honestly, couldn't fangirl about it enough. Now my skin has settled into its retinoid, I'm using the same one consistently, I'm not having that dryness and irritation. I don't think I need this the same way that I used to. It's still a great moisturiser, and if you've got impaired barrier function to the skin, this will solve it in like 2 applications. But it's like £80. So because of the price point, I'm not going to reorder it, but I do think I would still recommend this for anyone that's starting their retinoid journey. Now, the best thing about Allies of Skin is they're currently buy one, get one free just for today. Like today, I think is the last day of that buy one, get one free. So I'll be ordering probably 4 of these tonight just to take advantage of that buy one get one free while I can. And I did find a discount code that also works for that buy one get one free. It's very rare that brands will let you like layer discount codes on top. So the discount code is TREAT12, all capital letters. I'm actually going to link that in the description box below so you can just cut and paste it in there. But yeah, the link to where you can get it buy one get one free is in the description box. If you're tempted with anything Allies of Skin, do it today, because you don't want to miss out on buy one get one free. And I can't say that I might not be tempted when I'm browsing the website later to put this on order, but I'm going to try and stay strong. This definitely going in the basket. And while I'm at it, you guys know I love PSA Skin, which is like the sister brand to Allies of Skin. It's the more affordable, but honestly, I think that their formulations are just as good. And I always fangirl about the Heroin Toner, which is packed full of, it's got some superfoods in here, it's got some licorice, got some gentle exfoliators. It's like a one-stop shop for tackling hyperpigmentation. I use it as my exfoliator 3 times a week. Honestly, get great results, and it's really nice and hydrating. Also, because it's the buy one get one free is across Allies of Skin and PSA Skin, this is also on buy one get one free at the moment, and you can use that discount to save, I think you save like 12% extra. Great. Absolutely great. So again, I'll probably put I'll work out how many of these I use in a year and order that amount while I can. I don't like waste, but I always stock up on the products that genuinely I use. And this one bottle of this probably lasts me like a month. So we're coming into the home straight, don't worry, but I've got a couple of other products when I can reach them that I want to call out. So from my own brand, the 2 products that I get through most are these 2. This is the Mad About Skin Gentle Jelly Cleanser, and this is the Mad About Skin Protect and Hydrate Sunscreen. Now, the sunscreen, I use probably 1 bottle of this every 3 weeks. Because it's affordable, I'm lavish, and, you know, I've got it on order here. Just reach and open a new one. So I do tend to go through it because I like to make sure I'm applying and reapplying. The beauty of it though is because of the formulation in here and the stability of the newer generation filters used, you only have to reapply twice during the day. So I apply it in the morning, I'll reapply midday, and that carries you through. It's only the really photo unstable filters and sunscreens that you have to reapply every 2 hours. So a lot of the newer generation European sunscreens, I'll send the bottle like twice a day application. So you're using less, it's easier because I hate the faff of reapplying and I always forget. And yeah, it's easy for me to access because it's here. Like I say, get through one of these about every 3 weeks. So yeah, that's just a rough time. And I also get through the cleanser quite a lot. This is actually a new one. This is full. I opened this morning. Again, I'm quite lavish with this because it's really creamy and I find a little goes a long way. I do actually use this in the shower. So I'll use it on my arms, my legs, just because I find it's hydrating, whereas a lot of shower gels and creams tend to strip my skin. I don't know if you guys experience the same, but on my skin, I tend to become more dryness prone if I use some of the drugstore ones out there. So this is affordable, doesn't strip, doesn't dry, and just delivers. This was only actually back in stock 3 weeks ago, I think it went back in stock after the longest possible time, and back in stock, and we've already sold through and close to 40% of the stock in those 3 weeks. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support. But these are the 2 products I'd say from my own collection that I get through most frequently and have the most empties of, but all the packaging is recyclable, so I don't feel bad with empties. I should have said with the sunscreen, there is currently an offer where you can save 15%, doesn't matter whether you buy 1, 2, 3 or 20 of them, you save 15%, and yeah, I'll leave that code in the description box too, but basically it's YouTube, all one word, all capital letters for 15% off the sunscreen. Like, what's not to love about that? Now, finally, we're going to come on to a summer favourite of mine that I only have 1 empty of because I only start wearing this sort of April time. This is the Indeed Labs Nano Bronze. So I think this came out last year. They sent me a sample of it. I loved it. I bought one, then it went out of stock, and stock was really patchy. But it's now back, like, everywhere you can get it, where you can buy Indeed Labs, and this is great. There's a way of using this. I'm a bit of a disaster zone when it comes to fake tan. I end up patchy, blotchy, it peels off, it's no. So I've actually decided the best thing for me are those like 1-day tans where you can just put it on into your moisturizer, you get that instant like glow up, luminosity and tan, but it washes off. So if there's any disaster, you know, a little soap and water, gone. So this is a perfect dupe for the Drunk Elephant. I think they're called De-Bronzy drops, which are super popular on TikTok at the moment. They're really expensive. This is half the price. And the colour works better. I find that the Drunk Elephant ones are just a little bit orange and kind of ashy on the skin. It's not great. These are wonderful. So in here you've got antioxidants and you've got some like bronzing action too. Now be careful with this. Put literally half a pump, that amount on, then put some moisturizer on top, mix it in and apply it to the face and you just get a really nice bronze. I'm wearing it today. I don't know if you can see the difference. You can see the difference because I kind of do to that. And it is definitely glowy. It's definitely bronzy and I'll work this in, but it works better if you put it into moisturizer, to be honest. I find it spreads better and you get a more natural look. If you like a heavy bronze, you can use it on its own. I like to mix it into a moisturizer. And if you can see on my hand, yeah, you just get a really nice cheat to a fake tan. It's just beautiful. It doesn't patch, it does ball up, and it does give a tiny amount of hydration too. It's got those antioxidants in. So yeah, definitely would recommend that. I'll be repurchasing it. I'll probably put a couple of on order, and then that'll see me through summer because like you saw, you need the tiniest amount to get the effect. So there you have it, guys. I managed it in one take. Let me know what you think about that. Do you like more, I don't know, do you not mind jump cuts, and do you like things more heavily edited? Do you prefer things just chat, chill, talk about experiences with products? What's your preference? Let me know in the comments section below because I do really want to film the content that you guys enjoy consuming. Whilst you're down there, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and a like. And if you've got any questions on any of the products that I mentioned today, just let me know. I've done my best to find some discount codes for any of the products mentioned, and I've also linked them in the description because, you know, with the cost of living going up and up, if we can save some of our hard-earned coins, why wouldn't we? So wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, I love your skin. Take care. Bye.